Good morning. Today is Thursday, the 9th of October 2025, and the time now is 8 minutes past 11 a.m. in the morning. My name is Honest John, the son of John O'Sullivan, or Roughneck, or the Rugged Miller, or Roxbury, or Capel Walter, and I'm a boxer, prize fighter, pugilist. Have you ever heard an Englishman or a British man say, or British person say, don't be so hard on yourself? Don't be so hard on yourself. Do not be so hard on yourself. What they'll probably say, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. What they mean by that is, it's not as bad as you think it is. It's not as bad as you think it is. Because I'm British, I'm English. So what they mean, I can interpret it because I was born here. I was born on British soil. Thank you very much, Jehovah God, Elohim, Yahweh. So anyway, so what they mean by don't be so hard on yourself is, don't be so hard on yourself is don't see the world through critical eyes. Don't be so critical of what you see. Don't criticize too much. Just try to accept what people say and do. They don't mean literally, because obviously if people do you a wrong or people are rude or insulting, then as a man or as a whatever you are, male or female, you got to stand up for yourself, isn't it? You've got to protect yourself. So what they mean, don't be so hard on yourself is if things go pear shaped, that means if things go wrong, like for instance, if you start a business and you invest 250k, 250k is £250,000. That's a lot of money. They might say to you, "Oh, don't be so hard." The business went pear shaped. You went belly up. Meaning it didn't work out. You lost your money. You lost your investment. So they might, one Englishman might come along. You have a conversation. Oh, I started a business. I became bankrupt. He said, "Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. You carry on, start another business, or don't need to be down in the dumps. Don't be so hard. They'll say that. Don't be so hard. That's their part of their mentality. That's part of their philosophy to life. Don't be so hard on yourself. So it's sort of like I'm a boxer. I call myself a professional boxer, in the sense of my approach to the sport is of a professional level. Do you understand that? I'm speaking English, mate. Yeah, don't be an idiot. I'm saying like in terms of my approach to the sport, I treat it as though it's serious. That it's not a hobby. I'm not an amateur, not a hobby. No, I'm more towards that level, higher level. That's for me. You're not. I'm speaking for me. You're you. Okay. So anyway, so so yeah, when you say don't be so hard on yourself, like it's like for instance, if two boxers had a boxing match. So for instance, say that I was going to have a boxing match with another guy, an Englishman, and he's from Norwich and he's had seven professional fights, which he's won five and lost two. So the people of Norwich, and maybe like a lot of people in England might be behind him. Say, oh, he's a season not a season pro, but he's had seven fights and he's won five and he's lost two. So they get more their money, not like the emotional support, but them like in terms of money, they'll be back in him saying, yeah, if we put X amount on him, the returns are going to be higher, isn't it? Like he's had five, like whereas the Rugged Miller has had zero. So you got to do the maths. It's common. It's no biggie. No biggie. It's no big deal. It's just what common sense dictates. So I say, yeah. Now suppose we have a boxing match and I drop him in round one. I drop him in round one. They'll be like, right, that's deep. This guy has had seven professional fights. The Rugged Miller or Roughneck come in now around on the first match in an arena in Norwich. He dropped the guy in the first round. The guy was out cold for like 5 seconds lying on the canvas. They had to bring the I was writing boxing. Boxing. I'll spell it because I know there's a lot of fucking idiots that love me in this world. It's just so I have to accept. B for B, B for Bravo, O for Oscar, X for X-ray, I for India, N for November, G for golf. I'll say that one more time. Boxing, the sport, because that's what I do. Boxing. So B for Bravo, O for Oscar, X for X-ray, I for India, N for November, G for golf. That's sport. So I'm saying in terms of being in the ring, and I'm speaking hypothetically because if he's had seven fights and I've had none, then on paper he's going to win. That's what we would think. That is what common sense dictates. So me saying I drop him in round one, that's just me being silly because that probably would never happen, never occur. Do you understand that? I know a lot of fucking pricks love me. This is the thing I have to put up in England. They love me. They don't understand. I'm not like them, but they don't accept it. This is what's going on here. They're not in the real fucking world. Anyway, so I'm saying I probably wouldn't drop him in round one. It wouldn't happen because he's had 7 fights. I've had none. Do you get that? So anyway, so he probably would win. However, if I did knock him out, like in boxing, the correct term is knockout. So if I knocked him out in round one, they'd be like, rah. He went all the way up to Norwich. He came from Hounslow. He went all up from Hounslow to Norwich with his manager, YC. And they were they stayed in the hotel overnight and went to the next day, 7 p.m. And he had a fight with this guy from Norwich, 7 fights, and he knocked him out. They'd be like, so they might say to that guy in Norwich, look, don't be so hard on yourself. You could have won it. You know, you should have won. And that guy, the fighter, he'd be snivelling. I didn't anticipate this. I'd heard about the rugged Miller. I heard, his training regime. I didn't take it seriously, though. I wasn't prepared, Jack. Don't be so hard on yourself, Jim. You need to pull yourself together, mate, okay? Don't be so hard on yourself. That's how they talk, these English people. So when he said don't be so hard on yourself, it means like, don't allow yourself to get down in the dumps.